Birds are really important parts of a healthy functioning ecosystem. The different species play different roles, feeding on insects, for example. Other birds eat seeds and spread those seeds, or they play a role in pollination. So they are integral parts of the ecosystem. Birds are just like inherently valuable. I think everyone can appreciate like the beauty of watching a bird. Birds can be an indicator that something is not whole in the ecosystem, that something isn't functioning the way it naturally should. And so monitoring them and studying their population trends and just working to make sure that birds maintain healthy population levels and have the habitats that they need throughout their annual cycles is really important to conservation work. So the MOTUS work we're doing in Tsay Keh is part of a collaborative project in north central and northeastern BC to establish a network of MOTUS stations in the region. So this is the 4th year of this project, and we've now set up 20 MOTUS stations kind of in the area between Prince George, Dawson Creek, and Tsay Keh. The idea is that this infrastructure, these stations, will support various tagging projects happening in the region. So the way MOTUS works essentially is we tag birds or bats with small radio transmitters that send out a signal, and there's a network of almost 2,000 receiver stations around the world, mostly in North America, but quite a lot in South America and some in Europe and Australia as well. When birds or bats fly within range of those stations, as much as 10 or 15 kilometers away in some cases, they'll be detected by the station. And the key that makes MOTUS work is that birds or bats that you tag can be detected not only by stations you install, but also stations that anyone else using MOTUS has installed. So that way we can track birds as they migrate from northern BC all the way to Central America or South America. So that way we can track small animals flying large distances that you are too small to use other technologies like satellite tags or something like that. We're building these stations in remote areas. We're setting up solar panels and batteries to power them. And so we've got a bunch of equipment and tools that we're bringing out and trying to set these stations up in areas where they're likely to detect birds. But yeah, it's been certainly a learning experience to learn how to hook up all the solar equipment to power the station, learning about how best to set up the antennas so they function as well as possible, and just building these stations as robustly as we can so that they withstand the winters and last a long time without needing too much maintenance. I love working with birds because they're just so interesting to watch. Just watching their behaviors as they're foraging or getting to see where they're traveling as we track them is really, really interesting. It's just really incredible to get that information and think, wow, that bird that we tagged a few months ago in Tsay Keh, it's down in Missouri now, and it made it there under its own steam. There's always, when you investigate something and it just brings up more questions.